This week on the Spotlight, the Bears rough up Tennessee with defense all over the place. We'll talk to fans at Jack's in Lansing, and they will enjoy. And then we mourn the death of Jim Durham, longtime Bulls play-by-play man. We talked to one of his friends. And we talked to Bulls to find out where they're going and what they're doing. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You should have seen what people wore on Halloween. The Dirty Sock Benkowski Trivia. Wednesday, November 14th at 7:30 p.m. November 28th at 7:30 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Eat, drink, and play at the Dirty Sock. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Tanks is a great place to go with an outdoor beer garden, beanbag games at 124th and Western. You might find me there. They're open Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., Saturday and Sunday at noon. Watch Sox, Cubs, NFL. They have daily specials. A lot of good stuff and fun going on at Tanks, 124th and Western.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I've been a skilled hairstylist for over 10 years. I specialize in men's haircuts and in corrective color. Come visit me at Salon 203 at 203 North LaSalle, 312-726-2201. And while you're at it, come in and get a shoe shine and a shave. It's a great place where a man can be a man.
Las Fuentes, great Mexican cuisine at 115th and Pulaski. They have a great bar, wonderful drinks, and our video camera will be present on Sunday, October 28th, when the Bears play. Come over there and get yourself on television. We'll see you there. Bears against Tennessee. The block. And Northwestern's Corey Wooten with the score. And the Bears defense on the board again. So the Bears have an unbelievable quarter. Not too many times you get 28 points in a quarter, but I think they'll take it. Fans here at Jack's are excited. Tell everybody your name and what you think so far.
Bobby Shell, and I think they're very ferocious right now. Obviously, they're playing at such a high level. It's great for all of us in here. Finally, offense, a little contribution. We're hoping for more. Forte is on. We're healthy. We're healthy.
And Devin Hester contributing, setting up that one score.
It's nice to see that. He got his hold at one time, and you know, he's a little bit predictable now. I think everybody's caught on to him, but I still say he's got a lot in the legs, and that's a good thing to have on our side.
Yes. How about Charles Tillman, the Mr. Ball Popper?
You're kidding. This guy, MVP. I mean, what else can you say? You look at other defenses around the league, nobody's doing what you just brought up, popping the ball out, all the little things. All the little things.
Yeah, even smushed that one over so someone else could recover it. Now, before we wrap up here, Bobby is got some real DJ and musical skills. And when we have trivia and you're here, tell everybody what you do as the DJ of trivia.
Well, I always hated coming in here and hearing silence, and I started in between doing your trivia here with throwing in little songs, and a lot of them are stuff that people haven't heard in a while, and it really brings them back to time. And I also ask for their opinion too, and they try to stump me too, and it's just a lot of fun. The music is like anything else, just like football is right now. It's got to be heard. It's got to be heard.
So anyway, come join us for trivia nights. I'm asking the questions. Bobby's doing the breakdown music, and his charming daughter Lindsay is tending bar. So it's a complete family affair.
Oh, yes, it is. Thanks, Pat.
Okay, we'll be back with more second quarter stuff. And Jay Cutler looking for Matt Forte, who finesses and does well and gets into the secondary and sets up a score. And the Bears dominate. So the Bears just absolutely kicking butt at 31-5 at the half. This game's well in control. They have to keep things rolling. And this young man's going to tell us his impressions. Got to be pretty happy about this game so far.
Oh, yeah. All I can say is we're going all the way this year. We're going all the way. Super Bowl.
That's the spirit. Tell everybody your name and what you ordered to eat.
Well, everybody calls me Q. We got some barbecue wings over here, some fries, a couple of drinks. We're good to go. And a good game. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, I feel like we're tailgating indoors.
There you go. Good weather. Ain't got to be out in the cold.
Yeah, that's cool. And when I know that you are here at Jack's not only for football. What do you like about this place?
I've been here for a while. I've been coming here. It's nice neighborhood bar. You know, a lot of good people in here. Bartenders, you can't beat them.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to showcase what I'm wearing. I'm throwing back to the Walter Payton, the great Sweetness number 34, Hall of Famer, and Q had got a great Hall of Famer. Look at that.
99. Damn.
Truly, the leaders of the offense and the defense during their time, the Super Bowl time.
85 all day.
Yeah. So we're dedicating across the board here.
Exactly.
And you gotta love the history of where the Bears were then and how they're kind of copying it today.
Yep. You can't. I mean, it's a time. It's our time again. It's our time again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a warm feeling all over, from the screens, right down to the belly, and beyond.
Exactly.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Raleigh's Trick Shop. Still doing a great job at 708-448-0075. You can get football strip cards, Santa suits available. 6442 West 111th Street in Worth. Raleigh's Trick Shop has it all. All the things you need for the holidays and for unique events. Raleigh's Trick Shop available. 6442 West 111th Street in Worth. A great place to go. Great history. They will be there for you. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. You've got to get to McKell's Inn at 3259 West 111th Street, just west of Kedzie, where good friends meet for a cool one. Tuesday and Thursday, they have $1.50 domestic bottles, $4 Guinness every day. Great people, great staff. And I'll be starting my trivia there in September on Tuesday nights. So I'd like you to come out and see me at McKell's Inn, 3259 West 111th Street on the southwest side. Bring your car to Quick Stop Muffler and Brake at 95th and Pulaski, and they'll fix it right. They also do shocks and struts, free estimates. Call them at 708-423-3700. They're very thorough in their work, and they have very competitive pricing. Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Are you rolling? All right, now let's watch the blowout of the candles. You've got to blow out the candle. Yay! Jay Cutler's favorite target. You know him, Brandon Marshall. He's always open, damn it. So through 3 quarters, the Bears dominating Tennessee. As I predicted, things going well here at Jack's. And this lady's going to introduce herself. Young lady, tell us your name, and your man scored a touchdown today.
Oh, yeah, he did. I'm Dawn Pickar. He did real good today. I was so glad. I had 2 jerseys out today. I usually wear Robbie Gold. Something just told me, oh, no, we're Brian Urlacher. So.
Oh, you're the good luck charm. The defense has been dominating. Can you pinpoint any reason why they're playing so great on defense today?
Oh, every reason. They've been practicing and it's about time we get a good year. I'm waiting for offense to catch up.
Well,
But who needs offense when you have Urlacher scoring?
Well, you could say that today, but I mean, a lot of fans and some of the broadcasters seem to think that when you start playing Minnesota and Houston and San Francisco and some of the tougher teams, the offense will need to get on track.
Oh, yeah, they will. They have to. Hopefully. Keep our fingers crossed. Husband's a Minnesota Vikings fan, and there won't be no living with them if they beat us again.
Oh, another one of those mixed marriages.
Oh.
Well, good luck when they play.
Well, thanks. I'm going to need it, or I'm just not going home.
Yeah, that usually would be a closing remark, but I got to ask you, do you have anything that you could say about Jack's?
Oh, awesome place. Awesome place. We have a great time up here. We try to come up here every Sunday for football. The food's great. Good crowd. We always have friends up here. It's a good place to come.
Okay. There you have it. Celebrity endorsement from Brian Urlacher's distant cousin. And sometimes you get your Smiths and your Muhammads mixed up. And look at what this current Chicago Bear Marshall is doing. Dominating. So every week that I can, I come here to see my pals. And Lindsay and Cassandra, tell us a little bit about why you like Jack so much.
It's just really family-oriented. You always know everybody that comes in here. I mean, right now, I'd say 99% of the bar are friends of mine personally. It's just real nice to have a crowd that you feel comfortable with and you feel like happy to come to work and you enjoy it a lot.
And as the game ends officially, 51-20 Bears, Cassandra, as a primo player of the trivia game, and now you find yourself working here in these dual roles. Tell us about your Jack's experiences.
It's like I said, like she said, it's very family oriented. Everybody that comes in here are locals. I get to work with my best friend. I get to see people that I normally don't really see, outside of, here, which is, that's fine. It's a good thing that I can, basically, I work here, but I have fun while I'm working. So it's basically like I'm still a patron, but I'm just getting paid for it.
It's all good. So come here on a Sunday for Bears. Come here on a Monday where we sometimes do trivia. And come here on Tuesdays where we regularly do trivia. And maybe I should make the announcement now. The first 26 Tuesdays of 2013, Yam will be here. And I know they will too. So we'll be looking for you. A lot of cool stuff going on here at Jack's on Ridge Road. And we'll be back with more on the Spotlight, Chicago Bulls, right after these messages.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing. or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. George's Sports Bar is not a secret anymore. 5407 West 95th Street, just a couple of blocks off Central. They have $1 Bud bottles Tuesday and Thursday, $1.50 domestic Sunday and Wednesday. They have a DJ on Friday. They have golden tea, and they have a very cool mini bowling alley at 5407 West 95th. Get there. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years, excellence, top billiard tables, the place where the action is, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. The NBA community and many Chicagoans, including myself and a host of other broadcasters, were deeply saddened by the announcement of the death of broadcaster Jim Durham. Jim broadcast the Bulls games on the radio from 1973 to 1991, including the first championship year. And then some issues came up that sent him in a different direction in his career. A career that also included broadcasting of White Sox, Astros, and a lot of work for ESPN in both basketball and baseball. A sensational announcer and a great person, more importantly. A guy who always had the time of day for you. And as a young broadcaster, I could ask him any question, and he didn't act like, "Get away, kid, you bother me," whether he thought it or not. But he'll be sorely missed. Gone too early at the age of 65. He just worked a game last week, and no reports of any health issues as of the beginning of this broadcast. So I looked for a source that could give us some perspective on the passing of this great broadcaster, and I found a perfect guy. The guy who's been the team statistician for the Bulls since their inception in 1966, Bob Rosenberg. We're back on the spotlight. We're talking Bulls basketball, and those of us who've been around for a while were deeply saddened by the loss of Jim Durham this past weekend. A man who is a great in so many ways. Great as a person, great as a broadcaster, and I think someone who has great perspective on his greatness is Bob Rosenberg, the longtime scorer of the Chicago Bulls. And Bob, you worked with him from the 70s on. You probably heard a lot of great calls and probably had a lot of good moments with him before games and after.
Yes, Pat. Jimmy and I were very good friends. We would go out a lot to dinner and that, and he would tell me, well, this club is going to win the championship. Matter of fact, he predicted them to win the championship in 1991. And I says, I don't know what you're smoking, Jimmy, but when they won, and that was his last year here. Because after that, he got an agent, and I guess the agent wanted too much for him, and the Bulls said no, because I wish he still should have been here.
I agree with you. That was a shocking turn of events with that botched negotiation. But in the 18 years he was here, there were many great eras. The first was the Van Leer, Boerwinkle, Sloan, Walker era, Bob Love era, and that was a very great team too.
Yes, it was. And I thought that team should have won in 74, 75. Yes. Yeah. And Jimmy agreed. And there was, the 71, 72, 72, 73, where they had the Lakers beaten at home by 7 points in the 7th game, I think in the last minute and a half, and they blew that. He thought they should have won that year.
Also, you guys were around, and I was doing some radio at the time when Gilmore and Theus were the main two stars. There was not a lot of championship type talk, but those were two really fine players that he enjoyed describing, I bet.
Yes, he did, especially Gilmore. Jimmy really loved Gilmore. But don't get me wrong, he really liked Boerwinkle too, as a person and a player. Yes, but he really liked Gilmore. And another person that he liked, and he was trouble, but he was a great guy, Quentin Daly.
Oh, yeah.
Quentin Daly was always with excuses, but Jimmy liked him. And then, of course, I knew Jimmy the 2 years he was over at the White Sox.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
a forgotten part of history, but I've heard him do baseball calls, and he was quite excellent.
Yes, he was, because he did the Astros too.
Yeah.
Jimmy, in my book, could do it all, and he should have still been here in my book.
Yeah, and then later on with the ESPN thing, he developed a pretty excellent chemistry with Dr. Jack Ramsey. If you've heard that.
Did. And the TNT.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I was shocked, though, when Tommy Edwards called me and said, "Did you hear?" I said, "What?" That Jimmy died. I said, "When did he die?" "This morning." Or actually Sunday. I said, "No, I didn't hear it."
And he had just done a game last week.
Right, Boston, Miami. Now,
Yeah.
the papers didn't say what was wrong, if he had a heart attack or what.
Yeah, it was. We certainly are all shocked, but Bob, I appreciate taking the time
You're
at this
welcome, Pat.
tough time to give us some perspective, because
Hey,
I don't think anybody knew him better than you.
Especially on the night of my 2000th game.
Oh my
Boy,
goodness!
How you like that?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Since 1966, Bob Rosenberg has been here from day one, and no one could give us a better perspective on the loss of a great Bulls broadcaster that we'll always hold close to our heart. And those of us in the business who copied his style and appreciated him on the air and off the air.
I eat antipasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people, have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Angela.
Reggie's has tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink. At 21st and State, you got to get there. They have my trivia show monthly on Mondays, and it will be increasing in 2013. Get to Reggie's at 21st and State. Swanson's Deli, Beverly Ritz Catering, homemade soups and salads, fresh sandwiches, eat in or take out, daily specials for lunch or dinner, and home of the famous cheese ball at 2414 West 103rd Street at Western. You've got to get there, and their catering serves any size. Swanson's Deli, Beverly Ritz Catering, 2414 West 103rd Street at Western in Chicago. Lindy's Chili, Gertie's Ice Cream at 110th and Kedzie has it all. From fresh-made burgers, fries, hot dogs, chicken, turkey, Polish, shrimp, tuna, barbecue, ham, tamales, quesadillas. They've got salads and plenty of ice cream with sundaes, banana splits, and seasonal favorites. Get all these things at Lindy's Chili, which is where I start, but I always get a little something extra, at 110th and Kedzie. You are looking at Vladimir Radmanovich, a savvy professional basketball veteran who's now part of the Chicago Bulls. Of course, they've completely revamped their bench. And you're hearing the good sounds of Tommy Edwards, our public address announcer friend. And I'll try to blast through, even though it's borderline deafening. I want to talk to all the new Bulls and kind of get you established with them, hear a little bit about their history, where they've been, where they want to go. And those questions are definitely answered in the framework of Vlad's talk with us. And I found it very interesting, but you could see or sense the frustration that he wants to get out there and show his skills before the Chicago crowd. I thought that was evident in this interview. We're back on the spotlight. We're talking Bulls, and just trying to get a feel for you with a couple weeks under your belt. What's it like being with this club and the direction you see it taking?
I think this is a great organization by itself, and obviously this team has proven many times that they have the greatest ambitions when it comes to winning a championship, and I don't think there's any difference this year. I know we're short for Derek at the beginning of the season, but hopefully he's gonna be back in the second half of the season, and we're gonna make a run.
Talk a little bit about your other pro experiences and maybe the farthest you've gone in a playoff, or the best team you've been on in the past.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play for some good teams in my career. Lakers were definitely one of the best teams I played for, and we made a NBA Finals one year when I was there. Unfortunately, we lost against Boston that year, but you know, you win some, you lose some. But hopefully, I can get a ring.
Yes, that's everybody's goal for sure. When you look at the makeup of this team, I kind of mistakenly was talking to Kirk Heinrich recently, and I said, "You have a young team," and he said, "Not really. There's a couple young guys, but there's also a lot of NBA veterans, and that brings a certain, how should I say, maturity to your club."
Well, definitely. I don't think we're a young team. I think we're a mix of a youth and experience, as you said, and a lot of guys have a lot of years on their belt. I'm one of them. I think that's good. As long as we stay healthy and we take care of our bodies, I think we're going to be all right.
Are roles being defined already, or is it still kind of a trial period where as people figure out who they mesh with, or the coach does, and how minutes are allotted?
I don't think there's any more trial period right now. Yeah, I think all the roles are pretty much given to each and every player, and it's our duty to take those roles and go with it.
And what about your particular role, and how comfortable are you, and what kind of start do you think you're off to?
Well, obviously I'm not playing right now, so I don't really have a role, if I can say. You know, I'm just here, and you know, God forbid anything happens, somebody goes down, I'm here to step up.
When in practices and in scrimmages, you know, what is your comfort level, and what are you working on, if anything in particular?
I'm ready, so that's all I can tell you. Whenever my name is going to be called, I'm going to be ready.
Well, that's the right attitude. Could I finish up by asking, talent-wise, how this team compares with other teams that you've been on in the past?
I think it's a great team. A lot of talented, and when I say talented, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about guys that already proven that they can play and they can be in this league. So it's just a matter of us gluing together. You know, there's a lot of new pieces. I'm one of them, and it's going to take some time for us to be as one. But I don't think we're on the right path right now.
All right, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. So time will tell what effect he will have on the Bulls roster as time winds down, and he hopes his time will increase. We'll be back with more on the Spotlight next week. Thanks for watching, and we will see you then.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.